We're going to solve this quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula. Notice we already have our 0 over here, so we can identify our a, b, and c values for our quadratic formula. Remember that it's always ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So my a value is 1. It's my coefficient, or my x squared, or my leading coefficient. My b value, include the sign, be -3. And my c value is +7. We're just going to run these numbers through our quadratic formula and see what happens. Our quadratic formula is that x equals -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Making our substitutions, we have the opposite of b. So we have the opposite of -3 plus or minus the square root of b squared, so -3 squared. And when you write this part, you want to make sure you include this grouping here. So you want the quantity of -3 squared. You want it to be -3 times -3. If you don't put this grouping in here, you're actually doing 3 squared times -1 minus 4. A is 1. And our c value was 7. And that's all over 2 times a, or 2 times 1. Opposite of -3 is +3. 3 plus or minus, -3 squared is 9. 4 and 7 and 1 multiplied together would be 28. So this will be -28 right here. 2 times 1 is 2. So now we got to figure out 9 minus 28. All right, so if I'm doing 9, take away 28, that's the same thing as 9 plus -28. And if you think of this as you are 28 into the negatives, 9 into the positives, you have more on the negative side of things than on the positive side of things. 28 minus 9 would be 19. So 9 minus 28 will be -19. So this is 3 plus or minus -19 over 2. We can rewrite the square root of -19 as I times the root of 19. And unlike some previous examples that we've done where we could simplify this one is not going to be able to be simplified any further than that. Final answer is 3 plus or minus I root 19 all over 2.